Hey guys, Cam for 15, back it up with another video for you guys. Back with another episode review of Hell's Paradise Season 2 as we continue to go on with this show. Jeez. Sagiri, oh my god! That is, again, Sagiri is a woman. Listen, now, I personally like Yuzuri Hot more. But, hey, Sagiri's a nice woman, so... Yeah, but anyways, we kind of get a conclusion to the fight between Gabimaru and the one brother. So you just have it to where, so let's just get into it. So again, Gabimaru is having a tough time against this guy, and also too, the guy gets a power boost, right? And by doing this power boost thing, he's insanely stronger, and you have it to where our Tensen girl May is basically saying like Gabimaru is low on Tao, he's going to die, and if we don't do something, he's dead. And obviously Gabimaru, he's all beat up, not only from the last battle, a few battles he's had, but he's just been beat up altogether, and he is not healed enough yet. And basically he's just thinking about instinct, and he's doing what he can. Now he does think about his wife at some point during the fight, which does give him a lift in Tao, but still not enough. But even in this dude, like, he's lucky that the brother ended up getting involved, right? And stopping and taking a hit from one of them, because like Gabimaru would have literally lost his fight and died. Like it's crazy. So essentially, the guy is like, "Hey, I'll be back." The brother tells the other brother like, "Hey, I'll be back." So he gets punched and he just falls off a cliff, and we see him later on in the episode, right? So basically that group ended up defeating him for the time being. So they basically take the brother as their prisoner, and the other, the headless freaking monster thing. I don't know what the hell that thing is. So yeah, that's the whole thing. Now, in the meantime, as Yuzuriha and Sagiri and the others are walking out, that's when they run into Gabimaru and the others. Now, Gabimaru had to end up being actually knocked out because like he wasn't gonna stop fighting, so they had to had to knock him out. So they all catch up. They basically explain, okay, what the hell has been going on and stuff like that, right? So they basically tell them, like, from the end of the season, from season one, how they defeated the one Tensen member and things like that. And the fact is, the whole goal is they got to get off the damn island, and they're gonna find anything to do to get off the island. And they got all come together. Now there is like a little bit some argumentation there where it looks like the one armed dude and Sagiri are gonna clash, but eventually they stop this whole thing. Now you have it to where Gabimaru wakes up, and again, he has his lost memories and everything. And again, Gabimaru's like, who are these people? I guess I just gotta wait till I find the time to kill them. Now, Sagiri is like, Gabimaru, you know who I am? And he basically is like, I'm Gabi. Yeah, he's like, no, I don't. And she's like, okay, who are you? And he's like, I'm Gabimaru the Hollow. So that's when Sagiri ends up realizing, oh shit, he lost his memories. So basically you have it to where Sagiri's trying her hardest to like use her Tao to heal him. And also too, I forgot to mention, right, there was this funny part. So during the fight, actually May actually uses her powers to basically separate Gabimaru and the other brother, right? That's how he was able to fall off the cliff. But because she used her powers, it actually made her age up to an adult. So if I remember correctly, I think the tree dude did say the more she does use her powers, the older she will get. So, I wonder if she is gonna get back to her kid self, but it looks like no, she's not. So I guess she's gonna stay as there again. Also, I thought it was funny that the other character's like, what the hell? No, she's a hot girl now. So that was absolutely hilarious to say the least, right? Um, but essentially, May is like, well, yeah, he barely has any Tao. So this is when Sagiri kind of takes over, and Sagiri's trying to do her best to like touch him and everything. And essentially, Gabimaru keeps slapping her hand away to the point like, okay, I'm gonna find an opening and try to kill her, right? But Sagiri ends up like, all right, no, no, no. Enough is enough. I'm done messing around with you. So hold on a quick second. Okay, sorry for that. But as I was saying, Sagiri basically forcefully pounces on him, is literally sitting on top of him. Yes. And even though he's trying to struggle the best he can, Sagiri's pinning him down, and he's like, "What the hell? She's super strong." And it's funny just to see the other character. Now, what she ends up doing is she's actually transferring her Tao to Gabimaru to heal him. And I think the funny part is how all the other characters are just like in the background, where they're just like, Sagiri. Oh, what? I didn't know she had this side to her. And Yuzuriha's like, oh wow, I didn't know you were like that, Sagiri. It was also there was a funny part with the one arm dude because he was like, oh, he's like girl with nice ass. Which look, man, I don't blame him for saying that because look, bro, she has a nice ass and she has a nice, you know what. Anyways, enough of that, right? Enough of my gooning, to say the least, right? Anyways, Sagiri is literally on top of him now. It is kind of interesting because we do know, like with the Tensen, when they kind of like have the SEX, right? It gets them stronger. So in a weird way, I guess the transferring of Tao and what they kind of doing, you know, I guess it works for regular humans too. So I would have to wonder. I'm just hypothetically putting it out there. Like if Gabimaru and Sagiri actually, you know what, right? Would their Tao actually get way stronger? Not just one person, the both of them, right? So you would have to wonder if maybe through the intercourse of SEX, does that mean it gets the human characters to be stronger? Now, look, we only have like legitimately like we're actually 3 girls in our group. I highly doubt that's the case. That will happen because one, none of these characters have like an attraction to each other. I guess the only one that you could probably say has an attraction to somebody is probably Sagiri in a weird way, for Gabimaru, but she doesn't, you know, Sagiri does say like, you know, at first, like, she flashes back to the moment where like, you know, Gabimaru only viewed her as an enemy, right? But then Sagiri was thinking about it because it's like the whole thing of Gabimaru is like, who the hell are you? And that's when Sagiri's like, thinking about it, and she's like, and it looked like you would think, oh, I'm your enemy or something like that. No, she ends up saying like, no, I'm your ally, right? So that's the thing. But anyways, through the Tao transfer, it ends up getting Gabimaru to remember his memories, and he's back to where we last saw him before he lost memory. So that fixed that storyline, or that fixed that plot line in that storyline there, which I was like, oh, okay, that resolved within 2 episodes. I thought this was gonna be like a whole type of memory loss thing that he couldn't get back, but we end up finding out it's because the overusage of his Tao, it essentially had him and mess his memories up. So there is that. But anyways, they go in this cave for the time being, right? And they basically talk about like, okay, we need to come up with a plan to get off this damn island. And I don't blame them. I'd be getting off this island too, because this island's crazy. But Gabimaru's like, no, I'm not doing that, because I'm here to find the elixir of life for my wife. Now, that's when Yuzuriha ends up explaining to Gabimaru and telling him the truth, like, hey, your wife isn't real. She's an illusion. Like, you're just told as if she was a real person, but in reality, it was straight an illusion. Now, Gabimaru doesn't believe that. He's like, well, I don't care because I know what she smells like. I know what she feels like. I believe she's still alive. And I think Gabimaru at this point, he has this goal in mind. Whether he knows that his wife is actually real or not, he's still gonna go do, because his whole task was I was gonna get the elixir of life. Now again, we'll find out if his wife is actually like not an illusion and is actually the real thing. So we'll see. But they basically make their all mind up. They're like, okay, well, if that's the case, then like, hey, let's do it. And and the one armed guy's like, well, that's the sign of a real man right there. So essentially, you have it to where they come to the decision. They're going to continue going on to find the elixir of life. So there's that, right? But in the meantime, you have it to where the one blonde-haired brother, after taking down some monsters, one of the members of the Tencent actually show up, and he basically is like, "So are you the one that killed so and so?" Which I think is the Tencent member that Sagiri and the others ended up defeating at the end of season one. So regardless, I'm enjoying Hell's Paradise season two. You know, now actually getting into it and watching it on a weekly basis and looking at people's others reviews about the show, I completely went over my head. I didn't know like people actually like did not like this show. Well, I guess the anime or something. I don't know, but again, it's this anime bias when it comes to certain shows. I don't know why people don't like this show. Like, I think it looks really freaking good, and maybe it's just an outside. Maybe it's a manga elitist thing. Maybe they just don't like the anime version of it. I don't know, or maybe it's just nitpicky people who watch the show. But I think the animation looks good. I think the show looks great. So for whatever reason why people hate this show, I don't know why, but okay, I guess you're entitled to your own opinion, but I don't see why you're hating the show. I've thoroughly enjoyed 2 episodes in, and I can't wait for more. So I don't know why people are hating. Again, my stance is if you don't like a show, just don't even bother watching it. Like, why even waste your time? You can go do so many things more with your life than waste your 30 minutes watching Hell's Paradise if you don't enjoy watching it. But people keep watching it. There's being the people who don't like the show because they want to find a way to trash it. But anyways, I'm gonna get it for it. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts, hit the subscribe button if you want to get more Hell's Paradise content or any other anime content I upload to the channel. But till then, guys, stay safe out there, have a great rest of your day or your night or whenever you're channel this video. Till then, guys, peace.